We will start first with this. An unlikely meeting between two furry friends. Check out this play date between the world's smallest dog and the world's tallest dog. Reginald is a 7-year-old Great Dane and is the world's tallest dog at 3 feet 3 inches, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Pearl is a Chihuahua, much shorter dog, the world's shortest dog. Caught on camera, a luxury yacht in Miami sinks with 32 people on board. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The yacht was carrying twice its capacity when it sank. The Coast Guard says it is working to recover the yacht. Terrifying moments for a driver after getting trapped inside a dangling truck. Police say a semi driving along the Kennedy Bridge in Louisville, Kentucky, lost control and crashed into the bridge's rail. Fire crews arrived and used a rope to pull the driver out and to safety.
Road rage caught on camera. A pair of officers save a choking boy, and deputies chase down a stolen yacht. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joins us now with what's making headlines across America today, Courtney.
Yeah, great to see you as always, Christine. We'll start with that bout of road rage that was caught on camera, and it happened. We'll show you in just a minute the video here. It happened between a car and a motorcyclist. Beaverton police in Oregon responded to this. Video showed police following the motorcyclist as it made gestures at the car before it swerved and crashed into him, sending the rider flying off the road. The motorcyclist was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The driver of the car fled the scene as police actively searched for him. In Cincinnati, Ohio, prosecutors say Rodney Hinton Jr. hit Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy Larry Henderson with his car, killing him. It happened shortly after Hinton viewed body cam video of a Cincinnati police officer shooting and killing Hinton's son. Deputy Henderson had no connection to the shooting and was helping manage traffic at an intersection when he was killed.
Can you see anything in his mouth? Can you open your mouth? I can't really see. He was eating a tomato, bro.
Wow, this was the moment Tampa police officers sprang into action to help a boy who was choking on a tomato. The officers repeatedly patted the boy's back and held him forward. Eventually, they loosened the tomato that was stuck in his throat. He spat it out. He then felt so good that he started talking with one of the officers. Such a relief. Sheriff's deputies in Florida jumped into a speedboat to chase down a stolen 68-foot yacht. The dockmaster reported the 3-story boat had been stolen, setting off a chase along the Intracoastal Waterway off Hobie Sound yesterday, 35 miles north of West Palm Beach. The sheriff said the suspect showed no signs of stopping and ignored commands from deputies as he sped across the waterway, but the pursuit ended with one arrest. The sheriff's office described the suspect as a Russian national who said he doesn't speak English.
Wow, that seems to be quite the intense capture there.
Yeah, it sure was.
Stolen yacht. All right, Courtney, thanks so much. A woman gives birth to twins in a hospital lobby. A raccoon rats out a driver to the police. And a young boy orders tens of thousands of dollars worth of candy. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with what's making headlines across America, Courtney.
Boys will be boys, right?
I guess so.
All right. We'll get to that in a minute, Christine. But we'll start in Oregon, where a man is accused of ramming a minivan into a motorcyclist and has been arrested. We first brought you the story yesterday. Now the suspect, Samir Pizzotto Filo, has been arrested and arraigned on several charges, including first-degree attempted assault, second-degree assault, reckless driving, unlawful use of a weapon, and hit and run, which is a felony. The 21-year-old biker sustained multiple injuries, including a concussion and some major road rash. An incredible moment caught on camera in Florida. A woman almost delivers twin boys in the lobby of a hospital. Surveillance video shows staff rushing to the woman's side. They were able to stabilize her enough to get her to the operating room for an emergency C-section. And just 12 minutes after walking into the hospital, both babies were born. The woman was experiencing a prolapsed umbilical cord. That is when the cord falls in front of the baby after the water breaks. Thankfully, mom and twins are now healthy, and the babies are joining their big sister at home.
Oh. Hey.
What?
I come here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
My goodness, body camera video out of Springfield Township, Ohio shows a raccoon, which was in this woman's car, that quickly scampered to the front seat, picked something up, and showed it to officers. He said, hey, here's her meth pipe. You can see the animal holding it in the body camera video. The woman was pulled over for an outstanding warrant and suspended license. She has since been arrested. Well, a mother now knows her son really likes dum-dums. Apparently, he ordered $4,000 worth of lollipops, 70,000 of them. Look at all those boxes. Holly LaFavors figured out what happened when all the boxes showed up at her doorstep in Kentucky. Thankfully, after a long day of talking to both her bank and Amazon, she was able to return the suckers for a refund.
Oh,
all is well.
I always get excited when I get an Amazon delivery at the front door.
Yeah,
but
it's like Christmas.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Can you imagine what your husband would say if he saw that you ordered 70,000 lollipops, Christine?
Yeah, that would be a hard one to explain. And how old was her son? He looked old enough to know better.
I think he knew.
I think what he was doing.
And he had a big smile on, too.
Yeah. Sneaky one. All right. Thanks, Courtney. An inmate escapes from an airport in Washington. A man drives into a bar after being thrown out, and a lightning bolt strikes a house, setting it on fire. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joins us here live in studio with what's making headlines across America. Courtney?
Yeah, hey, Christine, we will start in New York, where a gang attack on police was caught on camera. Video shows 11 accused members of a Venezuelan gang attacking 2 officers Friday night in Times Square. The undocumented immigrants threw rocks, glass bottles, and basketballs at officers. 5 of them are under arrest, the youngest suspect just 12 years old. Authorities are searching for the other suspects as well. In Washington state, new video shows the escape by a prisoner from SeaTac Airport. Cedric Stevenson, in white, is with a prison transport agent at the ticket counter for several minutes. Then, just as the agent turns their head, he takes off. Security footage shows Stevenson exiting the airport, getting on a light rail, and later getting off. Stevenson is wanted in Kentucky for unlawful possession of a firearm, controlled substance, and assaulting an officer. Also in Washington, surveillance video captured the moment investigators say a man tried to get revenge for getting kicked out of a bar. Officials say he was kicked out for causing trouble, threatening to kill people. He then got in his truck and rammed the bar's front doors before taking off. It didn't take long, though, for deputies to find the damaged truck and the suspect behind the wheel. A camera caught this lightning bolt in Texas the moment it hit a home, causing it to catch fire. It happened this week during a thunderstorm in Colleyville, just north of Fort Worth. The bolt struck near the second-floor bedrooms of 2 children. Thankfully, everyone survived with just minor injuries. Lightning strikes aren't as rare as you might think. According to research, lightning caused over $1 billion in home insurance payouts in 2023 alone.
Wow, just incredible images there, Courtney.
For sure.
Thanks so much.